Hey, we're live. I don't know if you know that, so I'm just gonna let you know ahead of time.
It popped up as I came on. My bad. I completely lost track
Oh,
of
there we
time.
go.
Sorry.
Now I can hear you. I was like, I cannot hear you. Why can I not hear you? Okay. It was me, not you. Anyway, how are you?
I'm great. I lost track of time. Clearly.
That's fair.
Wow.
That's okay. No worries. I didn't know. And I just hit go live and then you popped in and I was like, oh, well, oops. Anyway, this is the hecticness that is sprints with us, so it's totally fine. You're reading Final Girls as well. That's exciting.
Yeah, I'm gonna start it. My Kindle is over there, but I'm going to start it. I read some. Like I didn't finish it because it's very long. It's like 45 hours or something. But I started like a fan fiction last night because like I just could not. I could not listen to Ice Planet Barbarians with other people around me. It was making me very uncomfortable.
That's fair.
So
That's
I
fair.
did listen to more of it like today while like no one was here, but I don't know how much I'm going to get listened to this week because the kids are on spring break.
Yes.
Now. So, and it makes me very uncomfortable.
That's fair. I can understand that. It didn't bother me as long as I had headphones in, but like I can totally understand.
Like if it's just Ari, it'll be fine. But like to walk through my house with like other no, it makes sense.
No, I totally understand that.
But I wrote my review for Magnolia Parks in my book journal, and I think that helped to release some of my emotion.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm feeling a little bit better today as far as like book hangover goes. Also, I got this bookshelf moved.
I love it behind you. I was just about to say your lighting and your background are everything.
And I put books on this shelf that I like. The only books on this shelf are books that I have not read.
Nice.
With the exception
except Crescent City is there and you've read that.
Right. So except for the exception of the first Amari and the first Crescent City book, and the reason that they're both on this shelf is because I need to finish rereading Amari and I need to reread House of Earth and Blood before I read Sky and Breath.
Makes sense.
So, but I don't know that I'm going to do that before I read ACOTAR. I don't know what I'm doing. I need to read House of Earth and Breath and Sky and Breath. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Because the third one comes out in January next year.
Well, at least you got basically all year.
But yeah, but everything else on this shelf are things I have not read. These books are just the books that don't fit anywhere at this time.
I have a stack of those over there, so don't feel bad.
I officially have a book stack. Now, all of these I've read except for this one.
Legitimately have a book stack over there, so don't feel bad. You weren't. I think that's just part of being a book person.
And I'm trying to go to the bookstore next week. What am I doing?
Sometimes it just has to be done.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. Hello to everyone in the comments and who are watching. Thank you so much for joining on these kind of added on extra sprints of mine, because I am working on a project that you will see on Tuesday, and I have a very sinking suspicion everyone will figure out what this project is as I ask questions, which is totally fine. Like it's secret, but it's like not really. So if you guess it, it's fine. I'm pretty sure everyone's gonna guess it.
I already know what it is.
You already know what it is. But I need help. I need help. So I will be working on that tonight. And while I'm working on that, I will be, I just hit myself with the book. I love how well this is going already. I will be reading Final Girls. So I've already started. I'm not that far in. I'm 25 pages in, but I'm liking it so far. So that's good. So let's go through the highs and hellos. And then I'm going to ask, I've got banners so that as people pop in, they can like know what I need, because I need help. I need help, everyone. I need help. Please help me. I've come up with a lot of things on my own, but like I feel like there are people in this community who are more creative than I am. And also I feel like the first thing I need is prompts. And I feel like all my prompts are too easy. Like I need a few hard ones. And I feel like it's too hard for me to make hard prompts for myself. So I need people to be mean to me, basically. Not everyone. Don't everyone be mean to me. But like you're allowed to be mean. So, you know, with your prompt ideas. Anyway, let's say hello to everybody. Hi, Lexi and Sarah. Lexi just got off work, going to be making some chicken noodle soup since it's supposed to start raining tomorrow. Oh, that sounds lovely. Some nice homemade soup. That sounds so good. Hello, Alicia. Alicia's also reading Final Girls. We're having a Final Girls time.
Oh, I'm also going to be editing because I have my Beauty and the Beast tag halfway edited. And
nice.
I need I need accountability to get this up tonight. So I was just on like a call in I've talked about it before, but the Hustle Stanley community, we have like a co-working thing.
Yeah.
And we were talking about like our goals and stuff for April. And I was like, truly, this is a goal for like right now. Like I need to
this is a goal for today.
And Jess was like, okay, well, when you get it up tonight, post in the group that it's up so we can go watch it. So I was like, okay, cool.
I love that.
So I have to get this up tonight.
You can do it. I will make it. I'll be working on my project and you can work on editing and we will get it done. Because I need to film this Friday, so it needs to get done today and tomorrow. Like I need to finish. Because my child's not here Friday, so I need to film Friday. Hello, Bree. How are you? I'm so glad that you love a brainstorming sprint because I was like, I don't know, people are going to be into helping me, but I'm going to recruit the masses. So it's fine. Hello, Hannah. Hello, Nina. Are you liking Final Girls? That's the only one of his that I DNF'd. Well, I'm only 25 pages in, so it's early days. I'm so far liking it, but I've only read one Riley Sager and I didn't like it. And that was The Last Time I Lied, which I feel like is like the most popular or one of the most popular Riley Sagers. So I don't know how this is going to go. Who knows? Hello, Melanie. How are you? Need to edit too, so I can put my video up for my patrons tonight. Nice. I'll have to watch that once you have it up. Okay, so my first question is, like I said, there's two questions that I need help with. This is a twofold brainstorming session, and we're going to do 3 sprints, I think. Does that work for you?
Cool. Whatever you want.
I think that's my plan. So we'll see how it goes. But this is a twofold brainstorming session. So the first question that I need is book prompts. I need some hard and some like easy book prompts. Now I may already have them, but I need something that I need about like 10 to 15 to maybe even 20 more book prompts for my project. And I've run out of ideas because I've already come up with like 70. So like I need help.
Come on, and then go down.
So I'm going to I'm so on ball that I made banners. Like I'm prepared for tonight. Hi, Ari. How are you? Good. Thumbs up. Awesome. Yeah, I didn't like The Last Time I Lied. It was just, I think it read for me too YA because for most of The Last Time I Lied, it's teenagers. And I think it just was like too YA for my liking, even though it was adult. Like it just read too YA in my mind.
I feel like I have no opinion because the only book I've read by him is the one everyone hates.
The House Across the Lake.
Yeah. Yeah. And I give it 5 stars. So like I'm sitting here like maybe I just don't have an opinion on Riley Sager. Or maybe I'm almost wondering if Riley Sager is going to be like Grady Hendrix for me. Like, because Grady Hendrix at this point, like everything I've read by him has nothing's been less than a 4-star. Because even like the lowest rated book for me was My Best Friend's Exorcism, but that was still a 4-star. Which I feel like is a good rating.
Yeah.
It just, for me, that one read very YA. Which like, I knew it was teenagers, but like it's supposed to be an adult book.
Well, that's what I felt about The Last Time I Lied. It's an adult book, but like it's mostly teenagers, and a lot of their drama was teenage. I mean, there was obviously a murder, so it was not all teenage drama, but like there was a lot of teenage drama in it.
And I think, and that was my thing with my best friend's exorcism was like, we got a lot of teenagerness in there.
Yeah, like it was rough. Curious about what this project is. I feel like by the end of the night, everyone will have guessed. And it's totally fine if everybody guesses. It's not really that top secret, but it's been something that I've been working on for
a while.
How long ago did I have this idea? Like 4 months ago?
Yeah, at least 4 months ago you had the idea.
And then I was finally like, okay, now's the time to actually like do it.
Because originally you messaged me about the idea.
Yes. Well, that's usually how it goes.
And then I was like, yeah, this is a good idea. Basically the same way that I was like, hey, let's do Stars Hollow-a-thon. And you were like, okay, great.
Exactly. This is what we do. They can be broad or narrow. I'm totally okay with both because like I feel like broad prompts are like easier than specific prompts, but like I want some harder prompts too, just because like, you know, I don't want it to be too easy for myself. Like I feel like I'm trying to make it easy for myself and I don't want it to be too, I want it like right in the middle where I have a good mix of both.
Easy, but also hard.
This is actually a really good prompt. So I'm going to just take a picture of the chat right now because there's about 4 prompts here and that's going to be the best way instead of me writing them out because that will take forever. Okay. So author with the same initials as you, which I don't think I'm going to do because this was a ping pong prompt and I realized no one has BM initials. Like it was impossible.
So do you know what I did last year?
I like the letters of your name. That's in the book title. I love that.
So there's only one author I know of that shares my name. She just spells it differently than me.
Well, it could be like a Brittany. I could do that too.
Yeah. So, and that's Geneva Rose.
Put that in the private chat so I can screenshot that idea.
Which one?
That it has an author with the name Brittany. That's good. Book with an words are hard. Alliteration in the title. I love that, Sarah. I did not think of that one. So thank you so much. I love that no one has thought of a prompt that I have a whole stack of prompts and none of these are on this. Like, I love that everyone, see, this is why I came to the people. The people know our better.
The people are helpful.
The people are so helpful. After Final Girls, The Last Time I Lied will be my last Riley Sager to read. You're making me nervous. I'm sorry. I would say it's probably the one that like most people love. So like I'm a little outside of the norm on that one. Ooh, match the book to your outfit. That's a good one, Bree. Survival book set in a snowy environment. This is actually perfect for something that because there's a little bit of a themed situation happening. So this will work really well with the theme as well. Thank you, Alexi. Book with no people or like 2 people on the cover. That's a good one. Because I could go with both ways, like with no people or people on the cover. There you go, Neva.
We love a book, Rick.
That's someone with your name.
Ah! Oh, wow. See, the closest that I have found is Geneva Rose. Because if you use my actual name, like my birth name, is Geneva, but with a G. Geneva Rose is with a J. You see what I'm saying?
There we go.
Okay, I'm taking a picture of this. Please hold.
I love this. So also, this is why we come to the people for brainstorming sessions. They know so much more than us.
I'm not even here to brainstorm, to be honest with you, but you know what? It's fine.
This is why I knew when I needed help, we go to the bookish people because bookish people are helpful people. Book that takes place in the East Coast of Canada. That would be actually so difficult. Because I feel like even books and publishers forget the East Coast exists and it just stops in Quebec and Ontario. So I actually really like that one. I think I got that in the last picture I took. Hold on. Let me see how far down I got. That was the last one I got. So now I need to take a new picture. A book about time has a clock or date. And look, everyone is so smart. That's so good. Highly recommend her books, Neva. So Nina's even read them.
I'm gonna check this out.
Amazing. No and or the in the title Ooh, that would actually, I think, be harder than you think.
Yes, this is a hard prompt because so last year I didn't complete it, but I kind of like messed around because I have one in my book journal that's like the A to Z prompts or whatever. Those ones, those styles. So like last year I did a thriller one, and one of the prompts was a thriller without a, and, or the. And I was like, every thriller I own, like because I was trying to read my shelf down, like this one I think might be the only one.
Yeah.
Well, I have three. I have Please Join Us, Little Doves, and My Sister the Serial Killer.
I feel like I would start like looking. It does the serial killer.
My serial killer has the in it.
It has that in it.
Yeah. So it's like actually hard to find books that don't have one of those three.
Seriously.
Yeah. Previous star author. That's a good one.
That is a good one. That is a good one. Mystery set outside the US or the UK. That would be hard because I feel like that's where every books are set, especially like thrillers. So I love that one. Hold on, let me see how far I took a picture because that was the last one I got. So now I need to take a new one. I know I'm giving you a hard one. That is a hard one. I like it. And Kelsey knows what this project is. So Kelsey knows that somewhat fits the theme. Because the bestie's got a picture of it the other day. A book set in or about the theater. Ooh, I like that one because I feel like that's like some dark academias would work with that.
And also, this is gonna sound crazy, but there are so many on Kindle Unlimited. If you know what to look for, I have found so many Phantom of the Opera retellings, like dark romance retellings.
Mm-hmm.
So many. Which would work because all of them take place in the theater.
That's true. That's true. A book set in the decade you were born. I like that one because sometimes that's like actually challenging because I never know when a book is set. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because just because it was published a certain year, that doesn't mean it was set in that year.
Right. Sometimes you need to do some research, which is fun. Book with a color in the title, not on the cover. Love that. So like the actual like word like red. Yeah. And I will say, this was a prompt for Becca's Bookopoly one time. Mm-hmm. And I was like, that's easy. A color in the title. Like I thought that was going to be no problem. And then I looked at my shelves and I had no books. Like I was like, oh.
Yeah. Yeah. It's harder than I think sometimes when we get certain prompts, we're like, oh, this will be easy. And then it's like, oh, wait, I have no.
Literally, sometimes I'm like, well, obviously I have something. Like even buzzword. Like I'll be watching the buzzword video and
obviously Kayla
will say something and I'll be like, no problem. And then I will go to look and I'll be like, oh. Like sometimes it's the ones that I think are going to be easy are the hardest ones. And I don't know why. Magical realism thriller book. I don't even know if I know of a magical realism thriller book, but like I love it.
That sounds like a really interesting combination.
Seriously. A book from a controversial author. Kelsey, you're pulling out the hard ones. Fairy tale inspired retelling. Thank you, Sarah, because you know I love a fairy tale, and for some reason this is not on my list already. Because again, I needed help, clearly. Like I clearly needed help. Neva, Bree is going to need to come to you for KU Dark Romance Rex for a certain Dark Romance readathon that might be coming soon.
Come to me.
Also exciting that there might be a Dark Romance readathon coming soon because I'm in my romance era.
I also would just like to say that Bree, you are always allowed to come to me for anything because if it was not for you, I would not my audio sounds so much better in this Beauty and the Beast thing that I have going on, the tag, because I had got the ring light and the microphone like you can see it because it's like
What microphone did you get? Do you have the one that Bree uses?
Yeah, everything that I bought that I've started like revamping my setup. It's all stuff because I had asked Bree after sprints one time. I was like, "What stuff do you use?" And then she did make a highlight, I think, on her Instagram too.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
But this is what I mean. Like, I love a person that's not a gatekeeper. Just saying. Because I asked her and she sent me links to everything. I just bought the lapel mic. I didn't buy the podcasting mic because now I have a way to set all that up. But when I was buying things last week, I did it.
Yeah. Bree is always good to like help. There was one night I was on in the sprints of like Bree with Michelle, and my thumbnail, I'd worked so hard on it and it would not export to the right size for the life of me. I was like, someone please help me.
Yeah.
Help me. Please.
Yeah. So this new lighting, just y'all can thank Bree because without
especially
her,
when you like, you know, we don't know. We're new-ish, newer. Like you don't know what you're doing at the beginning, right? Like we don't know. We are baby booktubers. We don't know what we're doing. Wait till you see my vlog for tomorrow because I had done my setup to do a video, but I had to film in the basement, which I hate doing, but like had to because my son was home and I needed quiet. So I wanted to get the ring light up high enough so that it's not shining right into my glasses so that you don't get like the circle. So I put a chair, like a little like office chair on top of my coffee table and put the ring light on top of that so that it was shining down. And in the vlog, I was like, I need to show you this because I am not professional. And this is what my setup looks like. And I took a vlogging clip of my setup because it wasn't for the vlog. I filmed a sit down video and was also vlogging. So like I decided to do like a behind the scenes of my sit down video. And I was like, I'm not professional booktuber. But if anything, it'll make you realize that anyone can do this.
I will just say this. The Beauty of the Beast book tag, I'm going to apologize now because I could not, I didn't think to use my other tripod because I have like a selfie stick tripod that I got that's like specifically for my phone that telescopes out. I did not think to do this because I was so excited to have the new ring light that I just used the phone holder that's in the ring light. But because I did that, there was no way to really adjust the ring light to not be right in front of me.
Yeah.
So you do see the giant ring like this in my glasses the whole time. Like, and I do apologize in the video because I'm like, I can't film without my glasses.
Yeah, me neither. I absolutely can't. I would never.
You can see it in my glasses, even with it, and it's like to the side and like angled over there. So like, there's not really anything I can do.
I would be completely blind without my glasses, like completely blind. A book with a black cover. That is an easy one. Thank you. I just took a picture. I just filmed one yesterday right before sprint started. What was it, Lexi? Tell me. I want to know. Right? We could always use more dark roses.
I'm so excited for this.
I'm excited about that. I'm going to be keeping an eye. Yes, I'm glad that it worked for you too, Neva, because it's so fun to get new stuff and like get better quality stuff. A book set at night. I was just making sure I had that one in the picture. A cover with primary colors. Also, hi, Leandra. How are you? And also people saying hi to Leandra in the comments. Only use my podcast mic for sprints. My videos, I still use the lapel mic.
I think I am going to get the podcast mic still and use it for sprints because clearly, like, we tried to do that with like my interface and all of that, and it's like first of all, it's like a very weird setup. Like, I don't care about like chunky headphones and stuff like that, but that podcast, like the mic that I have that I actually use for podcasting, is meant for you to sit right on top of it.
Yeah.
Which is like not super cute.
Yeah. No. Yeah, that makes sense. A book set outside the earth. Ooh, that'd be good for sci-fi. A book with buildings on the cover. Look, I've gotten all the prompts I need already, and I'm sure even more will come in. Oh, a book with your favorite color. Oh, I love this. I'm very excited. Hello, Mika. How are you? We're naming book prompts, but we're going to go into our first sprint here in a second because we've been talking for 25 minutes. But we're doing brainstorming for a secret project of mine and coming up with prompts, and everyone's being so helpful, and I'm so happy. The Walls Around Us this is the magical realism thriller book. I'm going to look this up in the sprint. And don't know when the announcement is happening. Just a co-host, but stay tuned. I will. Ooh, that's a good one, Bree. A cover you don't like. That's a good one.
I do have some of those.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Okay. So that's a good amount of prompts. I think I have all the prompts that I need, but if you think of others, feel free because I can always add more. But I do have a second question, but we're going to go into the sprint first, and then we'll come back and do what my second thing is, which is actually, I think, what you're going to have even more fun with because it's even more specific than prompts. So I'll see you in 45 minutes, and then we'll go from there.
Ooh, this timer is pretty.
I know.
I'm going to need you to send me where you got this from.
I will send you the link.
Thanks so much.
If I put it in the private chat, can you get it from there?
Yeah, I can just copy it.
I'll put it there. Okay, let's go. Hello. Hold on. I had to race back on that one. I still have headphones in my ears. Okay. How'd it go?
Well, I had to do some things. Okay, so I only read 2% of Final Girls, but I did find the audio on Libby, thank God, so I don't have to like read it.
Yeah, that's why I started it today, was because I only have the audio for a couple more days and like I needed an audiobook, so.
But I also got my fancy new like Apple Watch band. Now here's the thing. I broke the screen protector that was like on my Apple Watch. Like I have I had a glass screen protector on it.
Yeah.
This Apple Watch case, apparently you can't really have a screen protector on it because there's like a lip on it.
Okay.
But it looks like a watch from the 90s.
I like it though. It does.
Which is like
right. It's like a blast from the past for me.
Yeah, it's the whole reason I got it, because I found it accidentally on Amazon, and I was like, we need this in my life. So
nice. I like it though. I was doing project stuff, but I was listening to my audiobook while I was doing it. And
I'm almost done revamping the board so that so I can do these rolls for this readathon next week.
I got to 14%, so
yay.
Pretty good. Let's catch up on the comments and then we'll move to part 2 of the brainstorming session. For anyone who's new, because we definitely more people here than were here at the beginning. Because that's how it goes. Because the first sprint's always super early. I'm doing a special project, which I have a feeling everyone's going to guess what it is as we go through the question and answer period of this brainstorming session, but that's totally fine.
If they do, I don't think they'll guess.
Oh, they won't guess the whole thing. No,
like,
they'll guess like in general what it is.
Yeah.
I agree with you. So anyway, I'm doing a special project and I needed book prompts, which we discussed in the first sprint. However, if you have a prompt idea, feel free to leave it because the more prompts I have, the better. So
also, I'll steal some options. I'm not even gonna front.
Feel free to steal. Rainy's stealing. Rainy commented that like 2 seconds ago. So feel free. So that's what we did in the first sprint. I'm going to catch up on the chat and then I'm going to post what I need next. Because there's one other thing that I need, which is even a bit more specific than prompts. So we'll do that next. But first I want to say hi to Rye. Hi, Rye. And Rainy. How are you? Lexi read a chapter of The Shining and I've been eating my soup. For a second, I wanted to say editing my soup. And I was like, that doesn't make sense. Like in my head, I read it as editing. But I'm glad I caught myself and read it correctly out loud. At least reading again, 50% through Mothered. The book is not good though. Oh, well, that's good and bad that you're reading, but that the book's not good. You know, you win some, you lose some. Hi, Amy. How are you? Finish the Deal by L. Kennedy, 5 stars. That's amazing.
Oh, I have this book. I got it like months ago through one of those newsletters that they sent out that it's like Kindle deals where they're like free.
Yeah.
I got the deal like years ago. No, like months ago on one of those, and then I never read it. But now that Sarah said it's 5 stars,
there you go.
I should read it.
I want to read it. Alicia, we're almost in the same spot. I'm only on page 45, so we're almost in the same spot.
I don't even know what page I'm on because I don't have the physical book.
Feel free to steal away, Rainy.
I mean, the first 13 minutes of the book. That's all I know.
Finish the first round of editing, and then 6 minutes into the second go-round. That's good. I edited for like most of Michelle's Patreon sprints this afternoon. That was pretty much all I did. Hello, Zoe. How are you?
Do you need help?
Need to continue that series. I love that one. I really want to start that one. Started reading The Secret Within by Sean Platt and David W. Wright. Like it so far, though I didn't like their book, Emily's List, much. Well, at least you like this one a little bit better so far. Read more of Evelyn Ardcastle, not so how I feel about it yet. It's a hard one to get into, but I ended up giving it 4 stars. I liked it. But I like a whodunit. So I feel like it leans more into like what I like. That's the book I want to start after I finish my current one. Yay. And if anyone doesn't know, we moved to the live show for Evelyn Hardcastle to April 1st? 2nd. April 2nd. So that's been moved. Also, Lincoln is waving hello. Hi, Lincoln. How are you? Lincoln's waving. If Ari would like to wave to Lincoln.
Do it again. Do it again. They can hear you.
Hi, Lincoln.
Lincoln can think he's on camera. That's totally fine.
And then you put this on this.
So the next thing I need from everybody, it's really the only other thing that I need other than book prompts, is this. If you could get me to read any book, it can be literally anything.
Like that.
What would it be? I need specific book titles.
Thank you, Mom.
Mommy,
For part of this project that people force me to read.
one I have
So,
on my title.
It can be books that I want to read,
The JoJo Siwa
that you've heard that I want to read, or it can be anything. It can literally be anything. The genre doesn't matter. It can be anything. So, Rainey, you have to pick a different one because I'm literally reading this next week for a video that you know of. So pick another, but feel free to pick another. And you need to put that in the private chat because I'm going to be taking pictures of the things.
So here's the thing.
That I can write these out.
Hold on, because I need to show you the other cover in case, because I don't know if they're. I'm pretty sure this is still on Kindle Unlimited. Okay.
That's okay. I can always like library book it or something.
Because it's an indie author, but there are two,
or whatever.
There are 2 covers. So you see.
I like the purple cover.
Oh my god. Okay. Me too, because this is like this special edition, like
Can I show them JoJo?
Sure. Ari wants to show you her pillowcase.
Sure. It's JoJo. That's exciting.
Okay, go put them on your pillow. This is like the special edition cover, but it Miss Rimmert. I look nothing like Miss Rimmert. Yes, Miss Rimmert is very blonde. Yes, ma'am.
So we have, I'm not surprised you put this one in here, Bree, Voices in the Snow. I have this on my Kindle because of you. So I will gladly use this for this this project.
But there's also this cover.
Ooh, it's okay. It's at least it has a head. You know my favorite thing about a romance that we just decide men don't need heads on the covers.
These are the 2 covers. Now, this one was gifted to me, and I read it last year. It was like one of the only books I read physically because.
Can you put, when you put it in the private chat, can you put the author's name as well for me? Just because where it's indie, sometimes, like I feel like there's probably more than one book with that.
There is.
Yeah.
But this one was gifted to me, and like while I do like it, it did not leave my house.
Fair. The other one's also, like a more discreet cover.
Ari is convinced that this is Ryan Reynolds.
Yes.
I love that. I mean, hey.
It's not, but she
Yes, it is.
thinks this is Ryan Reynolds.
I agree with you, Ari.
Is.
You think this is Ryan Reynolds?
It is.
Okay.
So,
but I do really like the discreet cover, so that's why this one's on my shelf, because I want to remember to annotate this copy.
Yeah. We'll put it in the private chat, and I'll put it as your add-on to the project. The Drift by CJ Tudor. I know that you're loving this, so I'm so excited to add it to the project. I feel like this is going to be even more fun than the prompts because it's like actual books people are making me read. Yes, we moved the live show because I'm the only host that's read it. So we moved the live show.
I mean, I'm like 18 chapters in, but at this point,
everyone could have got it done, but we did not want to cause stress to the besties, frankly. So we've decided to move it. Like I said, Rainey, I'm gonna be reading.
Yeah, you're gonna have to read that.
I already read Respread, so that one's done. Blood Sugar. I will put that on the list, Rainey, and I will gladly add Magnolia Parts for you.
In my book,
gladly.
If you put my bookmarks,
put your bookmarks.
I've never heard. Oh yes, I have. Sorry, cold in my head. Yes, will add. Leandra will add. Spoiler alert by Olivia Dave. I will gladly add.
So good.
High on that one.
The plus size rep in that book. Also, I listened. You're welcome. That was one of the first books that I got from Libby, like as an audiobook.
Yeah.
From when I worked at Dunkin'.
Yep.
Here in Indiana. And we know how much I loved that job. Anyway, when I would work there, and I didn't know, no one told me that it was spicy, and it's a very like cute cover.
Yeah.
And I was listening to it, mind my own business, and then I was literally taking an order when the first spicing happened, and it caught me so off guard that it sounded like I was choking because I was trying not to laugh, and the customer was like, "Are you okay?" Because like I was taking an order through drive-thru, and I was like, "I'm good." I was like, "I'm sorry, continue with your order," because like it caught me so off guard, and then I was like, can everyone hear this? They couldn't. I had headphones in.
That's the best. Yes, I have read Delilah, so I will put Astrid on my list. Yeah, I need to read this because Kelsey loves this Tessa Bailey.
I'll read this with you.
Haven't.
If you want a buddy read, I'll read it with you.
Sure, whenever it comes up in the project, because I won't know until
just let me know when it comes.
It'll be very random. High school date, really interesting.
JoJo Siwa is Ari's favorite, just so everyone knows. She tried to convince her dad to let her paint. My friend is going to paint a mural on her bedroom wall. And she tried to convince her dad to let her paint JoJo's face on her wall. And he was like, absolutely not. You may not paint JoJo Siwa's face on my wall.
Fair.
So we compromised with a bed set. So.
Fair. Yeah, really, Kelsey. It's hard because we read so many books together. Neon Gods. I will add that because I've had my eye on that one. Rainey, you really don't remember what books you gave me for that whole different video project.
So I feel like this. I'm gonna steal some of these from my
Go ahead.
I think
I would love to put that in the project, Leandra. Brutal Prince, absolutely. Yes. Bri, did you love Voices in the Snow as much as Bri did? Because I feel like everyone's loving this and I need to get reading it like soon. Now it's part of the project.
Do you like gay romance?
Yep.
Okay, I'm putting another one in.
Put it in the private chat.
Because I need to read it and I want somebody to read it with me.
Sure. All Our Shimmering Skies. I don't think I know what this book is, but it's going in the project. This one I can't do because it's our read a book in 8 hours in June, but I will be reading in June. Before I Let Go, Local Woman Missing. This is somewhat accurate. Is this a book? It must be. Who's the author?
Or she heard me typing. I don't know.
Hold on now. Just finished The Fastest Way to Fall, and the plus size rep was really good. Ooh, good to know. Okay, I'm gonna add that to what's going on. That book is so spicy.
No one told me that. Everybody was like, "Yes, contemporary romance." So I was thinking like, I don't know. Like,
I just love that you were taking an order at the time. Like, I feel like that's the best.
And then they start talking about what they're, and I was like, like that's the sound I made as I'm trying to take an order. Yeah, no one told me.
Sometimes it's more fun when it just creeps up on you, though.
I was like, cool, like that's fine, but like I'm sure, like my face right now is turning red just thinking about it. And I read this like last year.
Skyward. I still haven't read any Brandon Sanderson and need to, so this is a great shout.
I'm reading my first Brandon Sanderson in April. I'm reading Mistborn. I'm buddy reading it with someone for Realmathon.
Mm-hmm. One of Us is Dead. That's true. Valid. I just like that you're giving me the same recommendations. Like, clearly they're the books you love, and I'm excited to read them. You read the whole series this month? Those are chunky, aren't they? I'm impressed, Rai. I'm very impressed.
Me too, considering she like has a newborn.
I know. That makes it even more impressive, really. And 2 small children.
That's what I'm saying.
Other than the newborn. Yes, it is Darcy Coates. No Saints by Sophie Lark. Did I get that in my last picture? Hold on. I did. That was the last one I got. I don't know what this is.
What do you want? What did you do? Hit your head?
There we go. The Paris Apartment. I have not read it. I own it. Would love to read it. Need to read it. I know. Isn't it fun to see all the recommendations?
Yeah, I'm literally
actually
in
really
the next
glad.
I'm gonna scroll back up and like take pictures of everything.
Yes.
Because I'm making a TBR jar. So
yes, I know. It's so fun.
Which will make its first appearance in May.
It's so fun. I'm actually really glad I did this brainstorming session. It's going so better than I thought it would. And I'm glad everyone's having fun with it. Have that on my most wanted to read list. Thank you. I'm gonna put that with the author's name so I don't forget. Yay, it's so good. So excited to read Darcy soon. Neva, are you doing Ramathon?
Yes.
Team Cyrus.
I wasn't going to because I have like my own readathon, but then I was like, you know what? Maybe if I do more, like if I do Ramathon on top of Stars Hollowathon, then I already have books I can try to fit into Stars Hollowathon. You know?
They'll overlap fine. I'm not concerned.
So yeah.
Oh yes, more Sanderson. I've read Pretty Girls, but yes. Okay, we've reached the end. I'm gonna leave this question up, so if anyone's popping in, thinks of a book, feel free to add it. I will add it to my list. I'm gonna go start writing these all down for the project during the sprint, and I'm gonna listen to more Final Girls. This too. That's the nice thing with Romathon. It has so many prompts that like you can realistically like do almost anything with it. Right. You know? Do it. You should join Realmathon. It's going to be so fun.
I mean, I would just do it anyway because probably anything that you get for mine.
And honestly, like Bree said,
with mine is chill.
Many prompts.
And with mine, like you can pick whether you do 1 prompt or you do, I don't know, I think there's gonna be like 9 prompts or something in total. Yeah. Like you can pick how many prompts with mine. Like there's no like
no pressure.
You can do no prompts and just show up to sprints for all I care.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, are we ready? Let's go. Hello.
Hello.
How'd it go?
Hold on. I made it to something. 10%. It says I'm an hour and 60 minutes in, but I am listening to this at 2.5 times speed because these ladies read
Slow.
like
Slow.
Like y'all, I don't know if I'm enjoying this book.
I don't know either.
To be honest, like I don't like.
I find it's just like I don't really care.
I'm not willing to say that like I don't like it, but
What chapter are you on? Like, sorry, I know you just said it, but like it didn't click in my brain. You said percentage. What chapter are you on?
I'm on chapter 4.
Okay.
It says I have 11 minutes left of chapter 4. I
just hit the end of chapter 9, so I'm a little ahead.
I just don't care about these people.
To be honest, neither do I.
And like the amount of times that she repeats that homegirl is like, let me teach you how to be a final girl. Okay, like I got it the first 5 times you said it.
I guess it is like the title, so it's like the point. But like they are really hidden at home.
But we do not need to be reminded that this woman who something tragic happened to. I'm not going to say what because I feel like that's a spoiler. But that something
is it not in the synopsis?
I don't know. I didn't read the synopsis.
Yeah, it's in the synopsis.
Okay, so but my thing is like this lady.
I was like, that must be. It happens in like the first. Well, you're not even done chapter 4, and you've already hit it, so it happens real early.
That's what I'm saying. Like she, unalives herself, and then fine, but like my problem is in talking about her unaliving, like we have to just really, Riley Sager just really has to knock it home to us that she wanted to teach this chick to be the final girl. Like I got.
Here's the thing.
It reminds me of. It reminds me of the chick in House Across the Lake who, like, every 5 seconds was talking about bourbon. Like, that's what it reminds me of.
Right. I haven't read that one, so I don't know that reference, but, like, I remember you talking about it. And everyone talking about it when it was, like,
don't make a drinking game out of that unless you can really hold your liquor because you would die.
But here's the thing, and I think this is, like, it's not the same reason I didn't like Last Time I Lied, because obviously they're not teenagers, so it doesn't feel YA. Right. But like, I just don't know if I really like the writing style. Like, I feel it's a hard writing style to like sink into. Not hard, but like I just don't feel like I'm like intrigued, you know?
I feel like I just don't care.
Yeah.
Like the characters, I just don't care about the characters at all. Like at least with House Across the Lake, like yeah, she drank too much, but like I cared about her character.
Yeah.
I don't know why my light just went out, but it is a placeholder. There we go.
There you go.
You're back. Yeah, I just don't care.
Yeah.
Like House Across the Lake, at least I cared enough to like keep going because I cared about the character. I mean, I'm gonna read this, but like
I totally understand what you're saying. I'm feeling the same.
I need to read this. It's on my shelf, right?
I'm reading it like in a couple weeks.
Do you need a buddy to read this book?
Yeah, I'll let you know when I'm reading it.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
I'm reading it for a video. Hi, Sarah.
So
I've only heard amazing things about Flicker in the Dark, so I hope you're enjoying it. I've added this to my list. Thank you so much, Nina. Lots of highs to Nina and Sarah. Oh, the comments went crazy. 1 second. Read 36 pages and washed the dishes. Amazing.
Oh, I vacuumed in a sprint too.
Don't really want to finish Mothered. What should we, Neva? Go ahead. Tell her what to do.
DNF. It's self-care, especially when you're pregnant, Rainey. DNF that crap. DNF it.
Read what you want to read, Rainey. Like, who cares if it's like, here's the thing. If it's a buddy read, like I am always like if I was your buddy, I would not be offended if you said this isn't for me. Like I'm out.
Listen, Rainey.
Never would never offend me.
I was your buddy to read it. I didn't even know you DNF'd it until I had already finished it. And I was not upset that you DNF'd it. I should have DNF'd it, to be honest.
Yes, you should have. I have this book. Let me know what you think of it. It's out there. On my bookshelf.
I have no idea what this book is.
It's a contemporary romance.
I figured.
Only read Home Before Dark, and by the end it was disappointing for me. This one I can't read. It's the only Riley Sager I own is Home Before Dark. But I can't read it right now because it's a B&K book club pick for later in the year, so I can't.
Oh yeah, that's why it's supposed to just sitting on my Kindle. I've had it since last year.
I can't read it.
Because Kim sent me money to Amazon last year so I could buy some books, and I ended up buying that. And then also the ebook of Crescent City, and then House of Basilisks and Fire, Earth and Blood. And at this point it's just called Basilisks and Fire. It's fine. Mm-hmm. And then I started trying to read it on my Kindle and realized it was not a book to read on the Kindle.
Fair. Hello, Hannah, reading Captive of the Pirate King. And I have to say, Hannah, I loved your thumbnail today. Like, it was such a good thumbnail. Just wanted to put that out there. The video was also really good, but like the thumbnail caught my attention. I was like, I need to watch this. So just an aside note. No reading. That was my dinner sprint. Fair. What'd you have? Sorry. But I will say that, like, I kind of went in knowing that I didn't like the last Riley Sager I read. So I didn't have I went in with like a measured opinion. Does that make sense? Anyway. Yes, I'm going to do it. DNF. Do it.
DNF it.
Do it.
Also, Rainey's doing Realmathon. She just needed me to tell her to do it.
Fair. I'm glad you're doing it. What team are you going to pick? So, this vlog will be scrapped. Sometimes you have to do that, though. I've started so many videos that I've just been like, well, those will never.
I think she's worried about scrapping it because the person she's collabing with already posted.
I think it's okay. I think that's okay. We've done enough collab videos that, I mean, if one of us ended up scrapping the video, I don't think either of us would care.
You told me to scrap the 24. How many books can I read?
I did. I said that was okay if you did. You did get it.
Still put it up.
So I was like, feel free. I'm counting it as I've read since I got so far. That's fair. I think next year I'm going to do a page poll on Storygraph for that reason.
I think you could still do the vlog and just explain to the vlog that you DNF'd it, because then you still have a vlog to put up.
I think it would depend on how much clips you have.
I mean, that's true.
But like, even if it's a short vlog, like I find my videos under 10 minutes do better anyway. So
yeah,
because it's just easier for people. Like I can relate, that like I have 10 minutes,
but an hour
struggle.
So sorry, but most of my videos are like 30 minutes long.
So are mine now. So same. All my vlogs are at least 20 minutes, but I'm like, I know that's harder to fit in. You're so welcome. It was so good. I was like, that's such a good thumbnail. Final Girls gets better. You haven't gotten to the twist yet. Okay.
I just feel like I don't care enough to get to the twist.
I'm still I'm not at a DNF level. Like I'm not just
I'm not going to DNF.
Like,
no. I just don't care.
I'm just like, this is fine. Cool. Haven't read any Riley Sagers yet. I've enjoyed, so I'm hesitant to start. Fair. It took me a while to get into Final Girls, but after you get to the twist, it really picks up. How early is this twist, Lexi? Like, am I close at the end of chapter 9?
Last 10 pages, then I'm going to be upset.
Like, am I close to the end? Like, I'm at the end of chapter 9. Am I getting there? Gonna use the next sprint to decide what team, and we'll let you know. Good. I support this choice because we are both Team Cyrus. So, I mean, there you go.
Hannah is also Team Cyrus.
Yes, I assumed by the comment. Team Cyrus. I love how we've just brought in the Team Cyrus people. We're like,
listen,
we have hit our romance era, and I'm loving every minute of it.
Me too. Here's the thing. I enjoy this because I have people to talk to about Like, if I'd hit a romance era and had no friends that read romance, like, I texted my friend Kristen earlier today, because last year, she, like, made up an entire hashtag around trying to get me to like contemporary romance. Like, she made a whole hashtag. So I texted her and I was like, oh, I forgot to tell you that I gave a contemporary romance 5 stars this year already. And she was like, which one? And that was The Kiss Quotient, which I will not, like, I will go to my grave talking about this book. And she was like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy. Because, like, last year I was like, I don't have any time.
Yeah.
Love, who is she? Like, no time.
In this, like, I DNF books and videos all the time. I just come back and I'm like, this, I'll either give my reasons, like with The Husband's Secret, where I was like, this is legitimately problematic why I'm DNFing it.
Yeah.
Or I'll just be like, you know what? It's not for me. Like, it might be for you. It's not for me. Like, I don't go too in depth because obviously if I didn't finish a book, I can only give like thoughts on what I've read. But like, I can give my reasonings for DNFing, which is perfectly legitimate response.
I just filmed a clip of me DNFing Book of Night. And that's part of Mr. Reading with Eva's vlog. Now, I talked to him about it first. I didn't just, like, DNF it because I know he's going to go watch it. And I didn't want him to be like, wow, I can't believe you DNF'd one of my books. You know what I mean? But when I explained to him why I was DNFing it, he was like, yeah, go ahead and DNF. So, like, I feel like it can still be part of a vlog.
Absolutely. And, like, it's exactly a shorter, if Baby Teeth, you loved Baby Teeth. So I would definitely still do it. I would just explain why you're DNFing it. I would just be like, I've decided to DNF. This is how far I got.
Don't scrap it. Just have a smaller vlog. Just have a shorter vlog.
Absolutely. Give your exactly.
I mean, you could even, if you need to spoil the book in order to explain why you didn't like it, you could even do like what you did with your spoilery vlog, and you can just put in a thing saying, hey, this is like, in order for me to explain why truly explain why I DNF this, I have to spoil it for you.
Yeah.
But this might help someone else to decide, hey, you know what, this doesn't really sound like a book I want to read. Or it could do the opposite, and somebody could be like, wow, this, like, I get why she DNF'd it, but I want to read it now. You know what I mean? Like, it can help either way.
Totally. Yeah, the main character is kind of annoying. I'll let you know when the twist comes in, Neva, because if you hit it before I do, you let me know. And if I hit it before you do, you let me know.
That's my other thing is, like, the main character, she is annoying.
She's
very,
honestly, all the characters
are
very
much like while it doesn't read YA, she reads like an adult that isn't adulting.
Yeah, which could be, I can understand because trauma happened around like her adolescence. Not adolescence, but like young adulthood.
Young adulthood, yeah.
So like I could see how that might happen, but like
I get it. It's just I don't care.
Same. Same. Oh, I didn't realize it was by the same author as Baby Teeth. Well, you win some.
Oh my god, this is the one. Rainy. I just realized what book this is. I have it as an ARC.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Good luck with that.
It's the NetGalley ARC, and I'm like behind because it's already like released.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm still gonna read it though. I have to.
Yeah. You don't have to give like a NetGalley, you can just put your opinion, you know?
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be a good review if it's not good. But it was one of those books that the twist made the rating for me. That can happen with a thriller.
That can happen. Well, that's what happened to me with House Across the Lake. I complained about that book for 12 and a half hours on 24-hour sprints. And then I got to the end and I was like, 5 stars, y'all.
Also, it can go the other way with a thriller too. If the twist is awful, it can make a good book horrible. So it can go, and that can go both ways with a thriller. Which is why I'm always very hesitant to say what I think of a thriller like too early in the book, because a thriller really picks up its
yeah, that's why I get what you're saying, but that's why the only thing so far I just don't care. But I'm not like to the point where I'm like, wow, I hate this book, I'm DNF.
Oh no. I feel at this point basically the same as I felt about the last time I lied, which I gave 3 stars. I didn't hate it. It was just very like middle. Happened to me
Also-
across the lake. They tanked it for me. So the twist made it for Neva, ruined it for Rainy.
Yeah, it totally, like, the twist for me, it made it for me. Now, here's the thing. Riley Sager with House Across the Lake was fully aware of the fact that not everyone was going to like this book. Like, he said that he wrote it for himself, ultimately.
Yeah.
But it was a book he wanted to write, and he published it because he wanted to write it, which, like, cool, bruh. Like, I hope everyone writes books if they want to write. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, absolutely.
But, like, but he was, like, aware that not everyone was going to like this book. So, like, that's fine. Also, that happy reading comment was for me because I have to read this book.
No, I knew that was for you.
Ugh.
I knew that.
Also,
that was about your arc. That was about you having the arc of mothering.
Just a little update. Mr. Reading with Neva has finished Crown of Midnight and is now on Air of Fire. He texted me 2 minutes before the sprint ended because I was vacuuming, and he texted me.
He's not going to remember anything when we get around to talking about it.
He was like, done with Crown of Midnight, and I said, do you want the next book now? He said, yes, please. So I took, like, a screenshot of the next one because the covers on Audible look different than the covers on my shelf.
To be honest, did you want it? To be honest, and I know Mr. Reading with Neva is loving Throne of Glass, and we all know that the first book was not my favorite. Okay, yeah. It was not my favorite. To be honest, if I don't start liking this, I feel like I'm letting Mr. Reading with Neva down.
He is eating this. Listen, his goal. Listen to me, y'all. His goal.
Like, I don't care what the rest of you think, but I feel like Sam's going to be like.
His goal at the beginning of the year, he told me he wanted to read 12 books this year. That's what he told me. A book a month.
It's going to be all Throne of Glass.
He's already, I think, almost exceeded 12 books because he's like, I guess I'm going to hit my goal of 12 books. I was like, sir, Throne of Glass is 8 books.
That's what I mean.
That's 8. Plus, he's read both Amari.
Legendborns, right?
And both Legendborn. So he's at 12 books already.
Yeah.
12 books.
Well, once he reads all the Throne of Glass. Yeah.
Right. But I was like, do you want the next book now? He was like, yeah. So I sent him a screenshot and I was like, it's purchased. And he's like, thank you.
I would like to know what this butt is. Oh, good. Here we go. Because I was like, that's a really big butt you put on the end of this. And I would like to know. Batty threatens to hurt the protagonist's sister. Dropping details about the sister's family and life. And then she's like, I can't visit my sister. What if I lead him to her door? But if he already knows, okay.
What?
Yeah. I can understand why this is bothering you. Because obviously he already knows where the sister is.
It reminds me of that. Does anyone remember the original JoJo? Like the artist, like the original JoJo?
Yeah, the one that used to be on like the Disney Network. Music. In Canada,
she was on like radio
Disney.
They played her on like Radio Disney.
Yeah,
but it reminds me of that song that she did like years ago, "Too Little, Too Late."
Yeah,
I won't sing, but like I saw the "Too Late, Sis," and like all I heard in my head was that song.
Hi, Kiana. How are you? Oh,
yes, exactly.
Well, just sing in the comments.
It's literally taking everything in me not to like sing right now. Like,
yeah.
Listen, when she re-released, yes, I did finish it. I gave it 5 stars. It's in the end of Ari's vlog, which I'm still screwing with. Basically, at this point, what's going to happen? It's going to go up probably next week at this point. Because I have all the footage. Thank God that I didn't do what I used to.
I was gonna say, did you keep the footage? Because you can see on your iPad.
Usually, what happens is once I publish the video, I delete all of my footage.
Mm-hmm.
I did not do that this time. So I'm pulling once I get the Beauty and the Beast one done, I'm going to pull all of the footage back into iMovie on my iPad, edit it that way, and then put it up. So thank God I didn't delete all the footage, but I still have it. So Ari's video will go up. Rainy, I think that you would like it, but you need to understand that about 35 to 50% in, it does get pretty gory. So if your problem with the vampire one was that it was the Southern Book Club's guide to whatever, the really long title that you didn't like, if the problem with that one for you was the gore, I would pass it up. If the problem for you was like that book itself, which I can never remember what you told me was your problem with it, this is a completely different book.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Because it is grief
Well,
horror.
this is grief horror, right? Yeah. I was just going to say.
So there's a lot of, I can't say too much because like I know what or who is haunting the house.
Right.
I'm not one, and I also feel like you could probably figure out who it was if you are a person that tries to figure out thrillers or horror before the twist comes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't do that. Like I literally just go for the ride of the book.
Yeah.
So like the only reason I even read the synopsis was because it was in a specific vlog, and
Yeah.
I think I even say in that vlog, as I'm like opening the book to look at the jacket for the synopsis, that I don't usually read synopses for horror or thrillers. I'll read trigger warnings, but that's about it. But there is gore. And maybe somebody told me that they felt like there was a theme of child abandonment. I don't really feel like that is true. Because the main character has to like leave her child with her ex, like aka the kid's father, to go like deal with everything after her parents die. I don't feel like that's abandoning her because she talks to her on FaceTime. So like no, but yeah. Wasn't unbearable. I just thought the book dragged on. It was not good. Okay, so if that's your problem with it, I would give this one a try. But you may just not like Grady Hendrix.
Then that's fair. That's fair. Everyone doesn't like something.
And that's a fair assessment also. Yeah. But I would tell people, even if they didn't like Grady Hendrix, to try this one because it is different.
Fair.
Maybe Brittany shouldn't read it because it's kind of gross.
I don't mind gore. That's not my issue.
I mean, and I would also warn you that you will probably cry.
That's fair. Well, I cried everything, so that's fine.
That's right. I mean, I cried, so.
You know. I am going to put us into our last sprint because I hear him going, "Mommy, come." So I'm clearly needed upstairs for who knows what reason. Someone's up. He does have a babysitter with him, but he's still saying my name. So obviously I am required, and that's fine. So I'm going to put us into our last sprint. But I did want to mention before we go into our last sprint that Neva's linked down below if you are not subscribed. So go check that out. Also, I'm trying something new, and in the description box is both mine and Neva's sprinting schedule for the entire week. So if you want to know when we're sprinting, on whose channel we're sprinting on, all of that good stuff, it's in the description bar, and you can like click the link, set notifications, and know when all the upcoming sprints for the week are. So that's down there as well. But I am going to go and parent really quickly. So let's go. Hello, we're back. How did that sprint go for everyone? Neva, how'd that sprint go for you? What are you jamming to?
I made it to chapter 7.
Nice.
What I
read
was listening to in my headphones was Royals by Lorde.
I love that for you. I love that song. I read nothing during that sprint. I worked on my project and I did some parenting and that was my whole sprint. And I messaged the besties quite a bit.
Yeah, I finished my
game
board. So my game board is revamped for the readathon.
It looks so good.
I need to film the rolls, so that's done, so that I'm not like scrambling 2 times every week.
Yeah, I would do that as well.
And then I went and I looked at the footage from Mr. Reading with Neva's vlog. I thought I had updated yesterday, and I guess I just talked about updating and never actually did it. So I also did that. I could lie and make it seem like it was yesterday, but then I was like, but I'm literally sitting in front of a backdrop that was not here yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like, it's fine. So I was like, I said in the vlog, I was like, I thought that I filmed this already, but apparently not. So
there's definitely vlogs where I've come in and I'll be like, I'll talk to you when this is done. And then I'll pop in like the next clip and be like, and that was 5 days ago. I don't know what to say.
I haven't seen you in a week, but hello to you in 5 seconds.
It happens, okay? Happens. 50 pages of The Shining. Picking April reads is rough. I feel you because I also have like video things that I want to do. So it's a lot going on in April, but it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a fun month.
It's gonna be fun.
And probably not everything will get read that I planned, and I just need to accept that. I was like,
that's kind of where I've had to be. Is I'm like, at this point, like, I don't even have a hopeful shelf anymore. Like, that's why I did this bookshelf the way I did, where it's just all the books that I haven't read. Now, clearly, I'm going to have to get another shelf because those have got to go somewhere. Those are the books I have read. Okay. I feel like I've probably read about half of my, like, currently owned shelf. But also, I know myself well enough to know that that's not, like, I'm not going to stay this far ahead of my actual.
Yeah, you're going to be buying. Yeah.
For very long. Because, like, I'm literally I'm going, because, like, it's spring break. Yeah. And Ari was, like, upset earlier because she was like, you have more books than me. And I was like, I also have money. But, like, I don't know. That is tell you. But she was upset. So I was like, listen, dude, if you can get your room clean,
we can go to the bookstore.
We'll go to the bookstore. So I'm gonna get Mr. Reed to take us to the bookstore. I mean, at least to take me to the bookstore. If she can't get a room, she ain't going. But
I'm not even gonna lie, because of how crazy the last couple weeks have been. Yeah, I checked my roll of reads TBR that I posted. I have read one of the 10 books that I picked, and to be honest, I have no plans in the next 9 days left of the month or whatever to read any of the others.
And I mean, here's where I'm sitting. I'm just like,
it's just not gonna happen. I'm gonna give up.
Basically, what I'm gonna do, like, after April is like, because in May, like, my game will be back, but it'll be on my channel, like me playing.
Yeah, not like the readathon. Yeah,
and I'm gonna be like, you know what? Like, these are the books that I hope to read.
Yeah,
because like the reason I started doing a TBR game is because I can usually stick to at least getting those books done, like for my own TBR game. But also just take into consideration that I have given myself permission that at any time I can switch out the books. Because halfway through the month, there might be a book for like a KU book. Like I might get like the Kindle Unlimited book prompt.
Yeah.
I pick a book from my KU.
But like another KU book might pop up in your.
And then I'm like, actually, I would prefer to read this one.
Yeah.
Like, I would prefer to just read what I want to read. It leaves me room to mood read, but also gives me structure.
Absolutely. Need read 36% of their book. Sarah's at 23% now. Thanks for the sprint. You are so welcome. These were like bonus sprints this week because I needed help. And thank you by the way, thank you everyone for all your recommendations and prompts. Like I needed help so badly. And now I can finish this up tomorrow and film it on Friday. And it will be up Tuesday. Has anyone guessed what this is?
I can't
If
guess.
you have a guess, feel free to put it in the comments because I would just like to know. I thought it would be really obvious, but so far no one's been like, oh, clearly it's this. But maybe they just haven't typed it. I would say May would be better because June is whatever-a-thon.
Yeah,
Assuming Maddie's doing whatever-a-thon again this year, which I don't know.
I would do May because once we hit June, July, August, those
We're
are
into summer.
Busy months, like for readathons and stuff.
Yeah.
Not that you wouldn't have people that participated because like
no, but if you were picking which month was better, I would think May would be
because
better.
Like October is also a very busy month, but Rainey and I ran the Hocus Pocus readathon in October, and we had a lot of people that did it.
Absolutely, and I think there's no month where you're like not going to have other readathons, but like it's totally fine. Like there's enough people in the community that can participate in all the things. Like the community is quite large.
Right.
You're very welcome. Okay, that is the end for us tonight. But like I said, all of our sprinting schedule is linked down below. And I think we have sprints almost every day this week between the two of us. So
because I have sprints again tomorrow.
Yeah, and we both have sprint Saturday and Sunday on Leandra and Sarah's channels. So, we're around. But all of those links are down below, and Neva's link is down below as well. And we'll be seeing you very soon.